Panama's blazing sun, hot sandy beaches, and warm waters attract sun-seeking tourists each winter. But the pleasant sun that gives vacationers their tan is bleaching the coral reefs in these tropical waters. Unfortunately, coral reefs on both the Caribbean and Pacific side of Panama have been undergoing changes. Rising ocean temperatures linked to climate change leads to coral bleaching events that threatens the health of these fragile ecosystems. Both commercial fishermen and ecotourism groups in Panama largely rely on coral ecosystems for their business. So small business owners are among the Panamanians sounding the alarm on dying reefs. Scuba Panama is run by father and son, Renee and Christian Gomez. Renee says he blames pollution and overfishing for the fading coral.
It's very vital that we preserve the oceans, because if we don't have anything to show, if we have filth to show, nobody else is going to come back. People think that because they throw trash onto the rivers, that goes away. Well, it never goes away, it stays there. The tires, the refrigerators, the mattresses they throw into the rivers, all that is down there to be seen by the divers.
Christian says he has witnessed the decline of the reefs over the last 20 years. They are no longer as colorful and don't attract as many fish. Christian hopes to reverse the decline.
So we're trying to help the reef by growing on top of a shipwreck made of steel. They usually call them fish magnets, because for some reason fish love a ship, a sunken ship, and that's what we're doing here.
Although ecotourism groups, such as Scuba Panama, are trying to preserve the well-being and beauty of these reefs, these same activities are threatening the health of these coral. Or these activities may be, according to marine ecologist Dr. Andrew Altieri at the Smithsonian Tropical Research Institute in Panama. Altieri says that the reef degradation on the Caribbean side stems from global climate change. The damage to the Pacific reefs, however, is related to more localized causes, such as farm pollution, industrialization, and overfishing. As Panama continues to industrialize, there will be greater threats on coral reefs. Coral reefs are one of the most valuable ecosystems on Earth, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA. While shallow water coral account for less than 1% of the ocean floor, they harbor more than a quarter of the ocean's biodiversity, and are often referred to as the rainforests of the ocean. They provide us with foods and medicines, protect shorelines from flooding and erosion, and serve as a recreational playground for tourists and locals. NOAA estimates the total net benefit of the world's coral reef ecosystems to be almost $30 billion per year. Endangered coral is not just a Panama problem. Reefs around the world are threatened, most prominently Australia's Great Barrier Reef. In 2016, about 2/3 of the shallow water coral in the Great Barrier Reef was dead. The Great Barrier Reef is an extreme case, but the coral of Panama faces similar risk. The Caribbean reefs are already whitening. The government, the Smithsonian, business owners, and other environmental groups are all working on conservation efforts to preserve and protect coral ecosystems. These efforts include continued research and monitoring of the reefs, the establishment of marine protected areas, restoration efforts, and community outreach and education programs. Ultimately, the problem is not just Panama's, but the world's. Reporting in Portobello, Panama, I'm Amanda Schmidt for the Center County Report.